Welcome back, folks. Before we go on, I just want to check on some sports stats, keep myself sharp here on the sports, and I'll use my computer and just go in here, and I'm going to check. Okay.
It's the final live stream. Hi, Parks.
You hear Dave, buddy? Say hi.
Hi.
KJ's there too.
Hi, Kiki.
What's up, man? Happy Thursday night. How you doing, Parks?
Good.
Good. That's good to hear. Are you excited about the new Jurassic Park?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You haven't seen the trailer yet for it, buddy.
I have seen the trailer.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, they're just
I actually haven't.
the dinosaurs
All
are
right.
in Yellowstone just acting up.
All right, buddy. All right, go back and do your thing. I gotta hop on here. Love you.
Man, it's just a bittersweet one, guys, because it's the big game, but it's also the last one of these we'll have to do on a Thursday evening when our week's pretty much over. It's just tough.
Well, don't cry because it's over, Dave.
Smile because Dylan's horny. I'm sorry. I don't know if
Okay.
that's necessary.
What if my son was still listening?
I know. I didn't think. He's not. He wasn't.
Dude, the thing about the big game is that it's a game that's big. People forget that part of it.
Sorry, I was distracted. I was doing our social media. I'm kind of a
That's
social
what's
media
up.
guy for the live streams.
As was I was trying to make it funny, and the whole time I was distracted by David's unnecessary H-ness. Let me switch y'all. There we go. Now we're in our.
Oh, what the hell?
I
Hey,
feel like we've got a flow that we've got to maintain there.
so pull back the curtain. Our guest is in like the lobby, so the waiting room
The green room.
and the green room. And I caught a glimpse of his backdrop. Is he at Deep Eddy Cabaret? What? Where is Brick?
It's that smoky. Well, we'll probably get to that. I'm sure he'll be happy to share with us. The one conflict he had on his schedule that he told me about when I asked him to do the show is that he said he had to play polo. So who the fuck knows what Brick is doing?
Marco Polo.
All time camp counts are a creep game.
So before we get into sports, I thought I would share my sauna experience today.
Do you want to play a hot track before you do that?
Yes,
Just to kind of
please.
get in the mood for
Can
storytelling.
we tell the people what this is before you play it?
Please do.
Yeah, so the platform I use for this obviously is StreamYard, and they have a little like test your speaker button that you push, and it plays this little jam, and it's like absolute fire, and you're about to hear it right now. Bless you.
Now you're about to hear it. Starting here in a moment.
Testing your speakers on StreamYard. Sounds like they're working. Have a great show. Testing your speakers on StreamYard. Sounds like they're working. Have a great show.
This song is brought to you.
That's so catchy.
That's so Kelsey and Presley or whatever.
Now,
Oh man.
David's riveting story.
I don't think that's fair.
I didn't say little story, at least. I feel like that's
So
more-
I walk in there, get in there, and there's like hella conversation going on. Two bros on one end talking about the draft with a guy on the other end, talking about how it's a weak draft and how the Eagles should like trade some picks back. And they're doing it really loudly. Most people don't talk in the sauna. Then two guys, one guy laying on the ground, kind of doing some stretching, discussing the Twitter spaces that he runs. And basically he's a day trader, and they talk about how they inflate, or how stocks get inflated in these Twitter spaces and how they jump on it early and then sell. So they're doing, and I was just like, dude, what is happening? This is not my gym. What happened to this gym?
Should we just
You get
move
some good
this
intel?
over to base?
I thought about that.
Or like Dylan said, who's always chasing a bag. What are we hopping on? IBM.
What's the hot? What's the hot stock, Dave? Stonk.
Apple.
I hear-
Pfizer. Anything that Nancy Pelosi has in her portfolio, actually. And Dan Crenshaw, too. Where both sides can get it. That's how we do it here. Both freaking sides.
Well, after we were serenaded by Kelsey and Presley with that certified bop, it did remind me that it's been quite the sports day on a day that we kind of needed to be a chill ass sports day so we could talk about the Super Bowl. But since I know we'll be all screwed up on time, let's just do a little partying real quick. How about that? Is that good with
I think
y'all?
that's
Right.
a great idea. Let's drop a
that's right.
Woj bomb. You guys familiar with this Woj bomb?
I don't have any dollars. Anybody got any keys?
Dang, the vibes are immaculate.
God, just bop after bop today.
So I guess the order that I put these in has changed or should change because my top store in the sports party was Dragic to the Spurs, who will get released. So I think some bigger things have happened since then, and we can start with James Harden going to Philly.
Not surprised at all that he got traded. Just an all-time dumbass like rumor mill of a day. Like, was there any need at all for the whole Harden wants a trade, but he's afraid of the blowback and for people to say it? Like, the most unnecessary added, even if it's true. Like, that just like it screws up the storyline so much. You could have just been like, Harden's tired of fucking space cadet Kyrie burning sage in stadiums once out of Brooklyn.
I like the twist that he told the young lady that was giving him a lap dance the night prior that he was a 76er or he's going to Philly.
Oh, that was the best part of today. Absolutely.
What's the most genuine thing you've shared with a lady of the night while she's giving you a lap dance?
My
I don't do
tears.
that kind of stuff. I don't do that kind of stuff, KJ.
That's true. You are a steel trap. You don't share those stories with those ladies.
I don't talk. I don't talk. I just type into the notes app, so there's no proof.
You just let her watch you type while she's on a handstand.
I just ask like, hey, wait, what? Like, so how can I? Like, what are you gonna do? Like, how are you gonna? Like, can I let me save you?
No, yeah, Dave's like, I can get you out of here. Like, really? Just tell me.
What are the rules here? Are they pretty chill here? Or like, you think that guy's going to be a big deal? No. Okay. All right. Great. My all-time, one of like the many times I've just been hitting up so many strip clubs, was when a stripper was like not giving the proper amount of attention that I thought I was due at whatever age I was, like 22. And I'm like, I've been spending money on you all night. She's like, you've given me $17. I'm like, I know. I showed up with $17 and that's all that there was to share. So I was like, yep. You know what? You're spot on. You're spot on. Our
She
drink's
gave
still
you
free.
$17 worth of attention.
And then she was out of there.
She didn't like it when you did the Al Bundy and put one of the dollar bills on a fish hook and threw it on the stage and pulled it back. That's where she drew the line.
Cutting a hole in the bottom of the laundry basket. Is that still a thing? They're still collecting dollars on stage with the laundry basket. I feel like that's the thing.
KJ, I don't know, man.
I don't know, man. I wish I was more familiar with that concept.
You're right.
I don't go to those kinds of establishments.
QR codes on their thighs and their lower backs in your strip clubs. I get it.
That's a good idea.
I'm sure it's been done. What the hell else happened in the sports world today?
KP is no longer a Maverick.
Kelly and Presley?
Kelly and Presley. No, Kristaps Porzingis, the unicorn, as they say, the often injured unicorn. He is now in Washington. The Mavs receive Spencer Dinwiddie and, of course, the Latvian laser himself, Davis Bertans.
How you feeling about this, Dave? What's your temp on it?
Latvia.
It got rid of that contract. The KP experiment didn't work well, and that's fine. They're going to make some moves. They've got some more money to maybe re-sign Jalen Brunson in the offseason. I don't know. It's a weird move. It's the ultimate like Alonzo Mourning GIF or a number of GIFs applied in this scenario, as they often do. But, whatever. Kind of feel bad for him. I wanted him to work here, but so be it.
I'm
This
sure
one's for you.
he'll thrive in Washington, where all stars go to just take their career to the next level.
Where Bradley Bill's out for the season.
Alongside what? Montrezl Harrell?
You guessed it, Frank Stallone. Is Pat Bev there?
I'm pretty sure all of the Clippers team is there, right?
God, I don't even know. Washington's such a look. Things went downhill when they changed the name from Bullets. Let's be honest.
Okay, fair.
That was a great name, by the way.
Who had the better social media reaction? Pat Beverly talking shit about James Harden by saying, they always used to say I ran around and tricked people. Now we see who's the real Magic Man, referring to James Harden, or Joel Embiid posting
It was Embiid.
Yeah,
the Ben Simmons dig.
Yeah, this was a long time coming for him. He's wanted Simmons out the door for a long time. Obviously, has been pretty vocal about it, and well played, man. He didn't even caption it, just the image, and everyone knew exactly what it meant. It was incredible.
That is as I would say, quite a decent touch. I believe that's the trademark statement there.
That's a decent touch.
Am I incorrect in recalling? Won't Ben Simmons be like on the same rules that Kyrie Irving is? Didn't he like hold out from coming back due to COVID reasons as well? Like he had other issues, but he didn't want to rejoin the team and get vaccinated. I thought that was a part of his story too. I know Wiggins eventually did, but I thought Simmons was the other guy that like didn't want to get shots.
Are they about to drop the vax stuff requirements for because you're already seeing like mask mandates and stuff get lifted and people's tone is completely changed on everything. So I'm wondering if like Kyrie will ultimately like look like a genius in all this
until the next uptick, which, could hit near finals time. Who knows? We'll see.
I was trying to get Will excited for Marvin Bagley going to Detroit.
That'll be good.
Paired with the very nice Cade Cunningham. He wasn't that excited. He's not here for the rebuild.
He's been hurt too many times by the Pistons. Speaking of the Pistons, Andre Drummond was a part of the trade that went back to Brooklyn, and I'm sure I overvalue Andre Drummond based on work he did 6 years ago in Detroit, but I feel like he's kind of the player that can contribute in a role that doesn't really exist, but if you need him out there in a series against, I don't know, Anthony Davis to pick up some minutes, he's no worse, I would assume, than like Boban.
Yeah, he's a body. He's a body you throw out there against another big to use up some fouls. I think pretty much that's kind of where he's at these days. Maybe grab 6 or 7 boards. Hey, there he is. P-Man's back.
He can't hear you though.
Okay, well, I'll just F off then.
There we go. Look at those bangs.
I think now's a good time to pivot. Did y'all see that guy's Hitler tweet?
Sure did.
Offensive tackle for the Commanders.
Yeah. Yes. It's our first time using the Commanders in context.
Way to go, KJ.
It's a lot easier. It's a lot easier than not saying their former name when they were the football team.
Look, to this, it's hard to defend what he said, but he did explain, he wanted to pick his military brain, which doesn't great, but it's not like he admired. Well, maybe he did. I don't know. It was a weird thing to say, man.
Not
he should have said so I could poison his food or something like that. But he he could have a chance to explain and kind of worked, but not really. I don't know.
To steal a Norm Macdonald line of humor, I would love to ask him what made him take on the world. I mean, it's tough. It's you're trying to take on the entire world. Yeah, it was in the pantheon of okay, hold on. Let me be careful here. In the pantheon of potentially anti-Semitic bad tweets, this isn't like that bad, but it still warrants you got to give us a little more wait, what's your reasoning? And then that opens up the door for military guy on Twitter. Of course, I'm talking about Bluto, to people to correctly point out that Hitler's military tactics weren't exactly great.
So ridiculous.
He also had Michael Jackson on that list, by the way. His grandfather, Michael Jackson, and Hitler.
Hey,
no,
I'm not touching that.
Exactly. That was how good Hitler was that Michael just got to finish his.
No one cared about MJ on there.
Yeah. You really got to go back and rethink. But hey, what good is history? Just forget it all.
He should have chosen General Norman Schwarzkopf if he wanted some true military tactics.
Over my head.
It's for all my servicemen and women out there.
There we go. Brad Marchand, hit us with some hockey facts. 8th career suspension, suspended for 6 games, breaks the NHL record for career suspensions for punching a goalie in the face, just sliding one.
6 not games, cool, man, but definitely. Was it only 6? I thought it was 8. Maybe it was 6. 6 is
8th career suspension for 6 games, I believe.
Okay. At some point, do you just be like, "Hey, man," do you give him the Sean Avery treatment? Didn't they just say, "Dude, you can't really play anymore"?
Sean Avery's also a hockey guy, right?
Yeah, he was on the Stars for 8 minutes.
Okay.
Everybody hated him.
I was thinking Vontaze Burfict came to mind earlier. And apologies to Rasheed Wallace as well, because I immediately was like, hey, this guy goes up on a Mount Rushmore with Rasheed, Vontaze Burfict, and I was going to throw Pac-Man, but that was unfair. And then I went back and looked at suspensions for Rasheed. Not many suspensions or fines, really. Just a lot of fouls and got kicked out of a lot.
Yeah, he just threw tantrums and would slam balls down and cuss at the ref.
A lot of ejections.
But then, as far as I know, he didn't try to hurt anybody. Vontaze Burfict, that dude he was out for blood every game. He was headhunting.
Career of $4.6 million just in fines from his salary, which I think his career salary was 30 something million, which is insane to think, because one of those numbers is taxed. The other, that money's coming out, I assume pre-tax, not like they're going to tax it and then fine you. So pretty interesting there. And then go ahead.
I was just thinking about how bad dinner with Michael Jackson would be. I was just thinking, what do you talk to MJ about?
What if he gets up and moonwalks to the restroom though, mid dinner? That'd be kind of sick.
I guess that makes it worth it. But I was also thinking let's say he said that he wanted to ask why Hitler did what he did. What's that conversation? I'm sorry. I can't, I'm overthinking it. I'm just really just imagining what would make somebody tweet that. It's just, we can move on. I apologize.
Did you really make that kid bust? Nope. Waste management tour.
Let's get wasted.
What I see is the start of golf season. One of the most overdone holes out there, but what looks to be one of the most fun spectacles in golf. I wish they wouldn't bury it in the month of February, but I guess, you got to with the heat in Arizona. Aside from Matt James hitting some kind of nuts with the drive, anything else of note?
Honestly, I have not followed it at all. Somebody in the comments said that Ricky finished birdie eagle, so that's great for Ricky.
That was our boy Jake, by the way, Dave.
Jake from Bee's Knees?
Yeah, that we met last weekend.
Oh, hey.
Shouts to Jake.
Yeah. Hey, Jake. Nice guy.
That KJ, back to what you said. That hole is a bit hokey. I get it. but it also looks like a lot of fun, and I kind of want to go check it out.
Definitely does. Definitely. It's Bits Ahoy to the max. But I guess I would feel better about it if you can't do wherever it is, Arizona in June or July, given the heat. But I feel like that would be a great season, like stopgap.
I think the ship has sailed. I think it's kind of jumped the shark a little bit. It's like this is classic high school Dave, but it's too like produced now, and like it's too now everybody, you know what I mean? It's like, oh yeah, man, we're gonna go there, and it's just a little chuggy now. Like if I go, I'm gonna walk the course in my golf shoes with a golf glove on. I'm not gonna post up there and like spray the boys with beer.
You're not doing beer bongs with the boys?
I'll do a beer bong with the boys.
Can I at least say, more debauchery, less making it look like it's the Price is Right at a golf tournament? Like the amount of like overthought, overdone costumes is the part that I'm like, all right, let's walk that part back. Everything else, party, he's out on the green, everything else I'm good for. I just don't need the Ninja Turtles waiting to like get in and get in position.
Didn't you say you didn't like it when John Rahm put on a Pat Tillman jersey and teed off and played the hole? You said that, right, KJ?
Didn't his caddy knock him out or something when he did that? Okay. With that said, going back to your question about having dinner with Michael Jackson, I think it's time we bring our guest on so we can get to the rest of the show, because I don't even know what the hell we're doing here today. I looked high and low through all of the dip pick standings this year, and I figured if we're going to finish it off strong, we bring back one of the worst to ever do it.
Brick Squad.
Brick Squad himself. Brick, what's happening, man?
What's going on, guys?
Thanks for joining us.
What's up,
Emptying
Brick?
the coffers. Last football game for what? 7 months to bet on.
That is if you have an
Going big?
I'm betting on bench press at the combine.
And we got the USFL.
That's true. I forgot about that.
Guys, can I say a little something about our good friends at DraftKings who sponsor this pod?
Please do.
You know, the DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL, is a huge offer for this weekend's big game. All new customers can get 56-1 odds on either football team to win this weekend. Bet just $5 and win $280 in free bets if your team is victorious. That's right, just $5 on either team to win the big game. This weekend at DraftKings Sportsbook will give new customers an additional $280 in free bets if the team they choose wins. Sportsbook is not available in your state. You still have something to play for this weekend. Everyone can play for their share of millions of dollars in total prizes with DraftKings Daily Fantasy Football Contests. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use promo code WASHED and get 56-1 odds on this weekend's big game. Bet just $5 and win $280 in free bets if your team wins. That's promo code WASHED at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Check out the notes in this video and this podcast if you have a gambling problem and would like to do something about it.
Or if you just have questions about phone numbers that have a lot of letters in them.
Just literally every letter.
Just don't organize those letters as I did on the show on Monday.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but Brick he had a pretty good slate last time we had him on, right? He picked
He
quite
did.
well.
I've had a good slate all season, pretty much.
Must be
know
nice.
what's going on. Having an incredible year, football wise, especially, and I'm going for the gusto come Sunday, brother.
You going big?
But I've probably got about 50 prop bets lined up so far.
Let's
Oh
go.
my gosh.
We're sopping wet for prop bets.
Just going down
it's-
in flames.
It's prop bet season.
Well, with that said, I at least want to, pay quick homage to those who did it all season before we jump into this week's long list of prop bets. I might as well pull that up. Give me one quick second here.
Is this our in memoriam segment?
It's not in memoriam, but I think we at least got to give credit to, those who failed before this week. So we kicked off the week with
I will remember you.
He really got slighted because all year long we picked 9 games. That week we only picked 7. It wouldn't have mattered. Will went 1-5-1. Gab helped us out from the start, also under 500. And that kind of just middle of the road, middle of the mall bullshit continued all the way up until somewhere around Brett hopped on. But again, guess pretty fucking average until we had the significant others on for Christmas. They put up 7. Britt put up 6 plus his big boy stacks. Here's what fucking killed us, guys. The guest went 14-8 on big boy stacks. David went 13-9, but not real good elsewhere. Dylan was even, slightly over 500, and I fucking sucked everywhere. So that's where we came from. The season's ugly. You can spend more time looking at this on your own time. With that said, let's wrap it up with this final installation of
Seriously?
So gross.
dip picks. Because Dylan demanded it, we have gone more than 3/4 Chubbs hard on prop bets for this final week. So to start us off with the coin toss, David.
Oh, man. This one's tough. I'm going to go heads. I've been a heads guy since day one. What?
Hey, yeah, it's risky. But hey, I like it.
Look,
I like it.
I've always been a heads guy. Just for whatever reason, something about tails always bothered me. I don't think I've ever picked tails in my life.
All right. We'll see how it plays out. Dylan.
You know, the odds on this are about 50-50, I think. It is quite literally a coin flip. Tails never fails. Let's go tails.
Chasing tail. Nice.
I always thought tails was a little bitch on Sonic. Give me heads. Big girls want heads. Right.
To practice for this, I flipped a coin 1,000 times, and it's tails. It's tails, boys.
Hey,
Oh,
real quick,
you got another thing coming, brother.
Hey, Jay, are you sure this isn't a situation where like the coin has like a Bengals helmet on one side, Rams on the other?
It's a special Super Bowl coin. That's what I'm saying. This isn't your George Washington here.
Correct. They won't be flipping an actual quarter. What will be assigned here, basically, I guess we should change this, and I'm just going to assign everybody is that heads will be yes, tails will be no, whether or not the team that calls the coin toss gets it correct. Fair?
But
they'll say heads or tails.
Maybe,
they'll say this is heads, that's tails.
Are you sure? I think they might just.
I'm
no
just
one calls it.
this
They might
side
flip up a
is
coin
this
that has.
I'm just going to go with whether or not they get it right. See, all this.
Okay, I'll put it this way. Tails is the second pick. I want
changing my picks, man.
I want second. Whatever it is, I want the other side. If they show the coin, I want the other side.
See, y'all are fucking me up, and we got 14 more of these to go.
Might just have to pick a team to win the coin toss.
But we don't know who's picking it, so I'm just going to go with whoever calls it, whether or not they win. All right. Now that we've fucked things up from the get-go, National Anthem is our first stop on what I want to call our big boy stacks run of the day. A 2-pointer out the gate. National Anthem over-under by Mickey Guyton, whoever that may be.
No idea who that is.
She's quite attractive and fine to me, if you will. But 1 minute and 38 seconds is the over-under. So we're going to go 138.5 just to be safe. Dylan, you are up first.
I have no idea who Mickey Guyton is. No clue. I don't know what kind of music Mickey Guyton performs. Over.
Irish folk singer.
I was a big fan of Tasha's Season. When I saw Mickey Guyton, it's what came to mind. Don't ask me why. Give me the under. So unnecessary.
What's your problem?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I've studied this woman ever since I've learned that she's doing the anthem, and she is like so it's over. It's way over. We're talking about we're in 2 minutes. We're 120 seconds here. Easy.
David.
I'm riding with the over too, based on the research I've done and pulled up that Instagram page and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
We have two above average looking coaches, Sean McVay, Zach Taylor. Wouldn't turn for either, but I'm interested to see him on the TV. Who will be shown first during the national anthem, Sean McVay or Zach Taylor? I will go first. Give me Sean McVay. Rick.
McVay.
David.
Wild card. It's going to be Tim McVay. No, give me. I'm riding with McVay. He's the face of the league with his overly manicured beard, just extremely overly manicured.
Unless Zach Taylor cries, then the bet's off.
Dylan.
To back up a sec, I did some quick research on the coin, and Trent from the comments I believe he's right. There will be a heads tails call, so we're in good shape there. These prop bets are so dumb, but they are so fun at the same time. I'm gonna fade y'all. Hopefully it's Taylor.
All right, here we are once again at another big boy stack. 3 points, first offensive play. Run or pass? Rick.
Pass.
David.
Pass. Play action.
Dylan.
It's gonna be a run.
Give me a run.
You got to establish the run.
Give me a run as well. I think
That's how you set them up, Dylan.
Bengals end up with the ball. And I think we see a lot of whatchamacallit. But anyhow, jersey number of the first touchdown scorer, over under at 19.5.
This is ridiculous, man.
Yeah, we're borderline going whatever his name. Wow. What's the Will Smith movie? Not Hitch. Coin, what is it called? Fucking Chances.
Ollie. Click.
Yeah. No. With hot lady. Anyways, move on. Jersey number, first touchdown scorer. David, you're up.
It's going to be a tight end. It's over.
Dylan.
Under.
Stupid.
We gotta go. We gotta go with the single digit fashion statement with the uniforms now. We're going under.
That is true. Both Cooper Kupp and OBJ and both quarterbacks.
And Jamar Chase.
Oh, and Jamar Chase, great point. Stafford, over under 279.5, I assume passing yards, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Dylan.
Over.
Ooh.
He's gonna have a game.
I'm gonna go under. People don't talk about the fact that Matt Stafford once threw an interception to Kajan Anthony Ellis in a 7-on-7 game in 2002, and I think it still hangs over him to this day. Can't get it out of his head because I know it's still in my head. So, Rick.
I'm going over. I feel like the passing defense is a bend don't break. I think he's going to go up and down the field. I don't know if that's going to turn into scores, but he's going to run all over the place. Not Stafford, the receivers.
David.
Over.
Bengals, over under 1.5 field goals on this game. I think I am up. I think we see a lot of McPherson. I think Zach Taylor has a tight B-hole when calling this game. Give me the over.
Ooh.
Rick.
This is one of my personal big boy stacks, and I'm going way over on this. I think McPherson made a comment a couple weeks ago where he's going for Vinatieri's record. So he's bombing him. He's going to be hyped up.
It definitely was the one with Margot Robbie. There we go. I didn't realize it was called Focus.
I've never even heard of that.
Yeah, at the end of it, they're at a Super Bowl, and they're just like betting on a bunch of dumb shit. Let's see. David, over under 1.5 field goals.
Over. I'm feeling it. Potential MVP candidate.
Ooh, over or Dylan.
He might be going for Vinatieri's record, but he's not the one who calls whether or not they kick a field goal. I am going over, however.
I
You're
don't
going
know.
over? Sorry, I talked over you, Dylan. Who are you taking?
Over.
Over. Okay. I think Brick, you're up. Jamar Chase, 79.5 yards receiving, over under.
He's gonna have that in the first half.
Damn. David.
I will take the over. I don't feel great about it, but I'll take the over.
Dylan.
I have too many picks that are the same as Brick. I have to find some places to fade. Unfortunately, I'm going under, although I don't think he's going to be under.
Give me Jalen Ramsey to actually get something done this week. Give me the under. Chain measurements. Over under 1.5.
This is where we're getting into real degenerate territory.
I
This is
didn't
where the
even
real
know this
scum
one
comes
was
out.
one.
5+ years ago, this would have been a no-brainer. But while they are way more interested in getting commercials up on the screen, and they just don't care to measure shit like this as much, maybe not as much anymore. Who knows? But it's also Super Bowl. So we're going to go snake draft style here. Brick, start us off.
I feel like they're out of style. It's not, and these two teams also aren't, monsters of the midway here. They're throwing it. They're going to get across that line or punt it or kick it. They're not going to get 2nd and 1, 3rd and 1. It's under.
I will go with the over because I don't think Sean McVay can avoid challenging a bunch of dumb shit. Dylan.
I'm going to go over. Got to fade Brick again. But these are trending downward, right? There are fewer chain measurements than there used to be. I wanna
Like
say.
maybe
That's
one a
just,
game.
Yep.
The eyeball test tells me that.
Yeah, testator real or sterator real F that up for people. David.
For pure fade purposes, I will go over.
Still waiting on the first under from one David C. Ruff. Now we are approaching yet again another
like a bunch of
big
bitches.
boy stacks. I don't even know why that button's on the board. I don't even play that bunch. 3-point big boy stack into the third quarter. Will the score be odd or even?
Is that combined score?
Combined score, correct.
Yeah.
The total? The game total?
Yes, game total at the end of the third, odd or even. I will start us off because I know for sure in my heart of hearts it's going to be even. Dylan.
Odd.
David.
Man, I ran like 1,000 simulations, and everything's trending even.
Brick.
I have got an inside source that says this will be even.
Oh, come on, Brick.
A big fade opportunity for Dylan. MVP, quarterback or the field? Dylan.
Quarterback. Come on.
David.
Quarterback, and his name's Matt Stafford.
Ooh. Rick.
Yeah, I'm going with the field.
Give me the field as well. My guess is a running back. Last team to score in the first half. I meant to have this in the other order, but anyways, last team to score in the first half. Dylan. Or I'm sorry, I went to Dylan twice. I think this is David. David, you're up.
This is where the Rams really put it away. It's the Rams. Thank you.
Into the first half. Brick.
Rams, they're more likely to run down there and get a quick score before halftime.
Give me a McPherson field goal before half. Give me the Bengals.
Took the words out of my mouth, KJ. I think it's also a field goal as the half expires.
Now,
but the coach, the field goal kicker doesn't call him. The coach does.
That's a good point, Brick. Thank
People
you for
forget
clarifying
that.
I really
People
want
forget
to
that.
where the kicker's like running out there, like dog cussing the coach, like, no, F you, get them off the field. I'm kicking this bitch.
The first half's definitely going to end on the last play of the first half, though.
Thanks, Shepard.
As factual, yes.
Yeah.
Big facts.
Yeah.
Rams, Bengals, over under 48.5. This is the game total, 48.5. Back to Britt.
Man, I think the world wants it to go over. For that, I'm fading the world, and I'm going under.
All right. Give me the over here. Give me the over. Not by much, but give me the over. Let's see. Dylan.
Brick is fading the world. I'm fading Brick. Let's go over.
David.
The Rams will almost hit this by themselves. Give me the over.
Mind you,
Would you like to parlay that?
Yeah. I believe the record is what, 54, 55, whatever that Chargers Niners game was, right?
I think both teams are going to have a lot of problems finishing. They're going to go up and down the field. They're going to have a lot of problems finishing.
I think they're going to have a lot of fun. Now everyone's favorite dumb prop bet, the Gatorade bath color could also be water. So, choose wisely. Whoever wants to go here, it doesn't matter.
Orange.
Dylan.
Green. Or like lemon lime, whatever color that is. I don't know.
Give you green, yellow. How about that?
Okay.
On account of the handicap and whatnot. I'm going to go with clear.
I'm going with clear as well.
Do you think that there's is there a prop bet for whether they'll dump the piss they've been drinking the entire game on the coach?
The Eagles Cowboys pickle juice game. One game, it was a big fucking deal forever.
Jason Witten. Didn't Jason Witten come up with that shit?
I think it was the Eagles. They did it one year, and then Witten tried to do it the following year. Final pick. I think we all know what to expect here. Rams are favored by 4 somehow. This is the final. Okay, Landry.
Have a great show. Testing your speakers.
Rams getting 4 points. But what people need to know is that this is a 5-point pick. 5-point pick. I might have only pushed the button 4 times. 5-point pick. Choose wisely. Rams by 4. As somebody who supports the Midwest at every opportunity, big fan of Ohio, Cincinnati fucks, over the Rhine, all that good stuff. Shouts to Ben Baby. Fuck Desmond Ritter, no offense. Probably a nice guy. But Bengals won't cover this. Give me the Rams.
How do you feel about Newey Scruggs?
Oh, on site. Who wants to go? It doesn't matter this order.
I'll go. I have a great feeling about the Bengals in this game. People are so high on the Rams. Joe Burrow's at least going to keep this very close, and I would not be surprised if they win this football game.
Getting tired, little buddy?
Wow.
What's that?
No, it looked like I was
David's getting tired over there.
Yeah,
No,
I'm
no.
tie, Brick. You got a problem?
Little baby over there and go night night.
Yeah. I'm gonna put you to sleep with these picks.
And all of us were doing polo earlier.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Oh man, I had an incredible day. Incredible day.
David.
This game will not be particularly close. I believe that the Bengals will never get into rhythm on offense. It's going to be an absolute shit show on that line. I think that the Chiefs games are just anomalies. I really think that it's going to be the Rams cover, and I think realistically they win by 12 to 14 points.
Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald goes shirtless after this game in celebration.
He's gonna be rocked up.
He'll cry. He's a crier.
Brick. Final
I'm
pick
going-
of the season.
This is all trending one way if you look at all my picks. and that is, I'm not saying they're going to win. I'm saying they're going to cover. Bengals +4. We can sprinkle the money line and sprinkle an Odell Beckham anytime touchdown. And that's all I got. Other ones are confidential.
Text them to me.
Bengals, correct. To make sure I wasn't just head up my own ass there with that pick.
Yes, Bengals.
Well,
Bengals? Are you saying Bengals?
Bengals. With the
we
Tigers.
appreciate you joining this week on the fly. I'll
Man,
add
Brick.
this up 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 points available outside of our big boy stacks. And with our big boy stacks, we have 13 additional points, a total of 23 points on the table. You know what? Somebody pick one of these games to make a big boy stack. I kind of fucked up. It needed to be 25. We're going to go with jersey number is a 2-point play here.
Oh,
And
damn
by
it.
And by that, I mean, I've got to figure out which one I faded the guest on. We're going to go with the over-under on the game is now a 2-point play. There are 25 points available this week.
Make it a 3-pointer. That'll be 25, right? If we had 23.
That's probably how math works. I trust you. We're making it a 3-pointer.
Yeah.
Officially, after the buzzer, it is a 25-point week. Unfortunately, doesn't mean that I can win, but, you know, crazier things have happened.
I feel like if you guess the Gatorade color, that should be worth a lot because it's multiple choice.
You know what? I think you're right.
Binary.
It's
think you're
possible
right.
nobody could win that.
Problem is, I'm on the same side as the guest.
Yeah, that could be a no bet. They could do mayo.
You fucking shout outs to Golick.
Fine.
All right, we'll leave it at that. 25 points on the board. I will print and get these to the bookie ASAP. Thank you all, gentlemen. We will see you on Monday.
Thank you all. Thank you, Brick.
Thanks, Brick.
Bye.
I want my chips with the dip. That's all I know. I don't want my chips plain. I want my